Some of the most capable people never reach their full potential. And it's not because they lack talent. It's not because they don't have opportunities. It's because of patterns they don't even realize they're stuck in. Wasted potential doesn't happen in one big mistake. It happens quietly, through small decisions repeated over time. Today we will talk about the psychology of wasted potential, so before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 10. Comfort feels safe, but it's a trap. Comfort never looks like a problem. It feels calm, predictable, and under control. That's why people stay in it without questioning it. There's no pressure, no urgency, no strong reason to change. And that's exactly where the danger is. When nothing feels wrong, nothing pushes you to improve. You don't make a clear decision to stay the same, you just slowly stop growing. Days pass, then months, then years, and everything still feels fine. But under the surface, progress is stopped. Comfort quietly turns into stagnation, and that's where potential begins to fade without you even realizing it. 9. You confuse thinking with progress. Thinking feels productive. Planning your future, watching videos, learning new ideas, analyzing your next move, it all gives the feeling that you are moving forward. But there is a hidden problem. Thinking creates the illusion of progress. It keeps your mind busy, but your reality stays the same. Real progress only begins when action starts. Without action, nothing changes, no matter how much you understand. Many people stay stuck in this cycle for years, always preparing, always learning, always thinking, but never fully stepping into execution. And over time, this habit becomes comfortable, even though it produces no real results. 8. Fear of failure hides as perfectionism. Perfection sounds like a high standard, but in many cases, it's just fear in disguise. People tell themselves they are waiting to do things the right way, but deep down, they are trying to avoid making mistakes. Perfection becomes a protective shield. It delays action and gives a reason to not start yet. But while they are waiting for perfect conditions, time keeps moving forward. And the truth is, perfect conditions never come. Growth doesn't happen when everything is ideal. It happens when you act despite uncertainty. Mistakes are not a sign of failure, they are part of the process. But when perfectionism takes control, action gets delayed and potential stays unused. 7. You don't see immediate results, we are used to fast results. Everything around us is quick, instant, and immediate. So when progress takes time, it feels like something is wrong. You put in effort, but nothing seems to change right away. That's when doubt starts to appear. People think this isn't working, and they stop. But real growth doesn't show results instantly. In the beginning, progress is invisible. It builds slowly beneath the surface. The problem is not the effort, it's the expectation of speed. When people expect fast results, they lose patience too early. And by quitting early, they never reach the stage where real results begin to show. 6. Your identity stays the same even when people try to improve. They often keep the same identity. They still see themselves as someone who is not disciplined or someone who is not consistent. These beliefs may seem small, but they quietly control behavior. Because no matter what actions you take, your identity pulls you back to what feels familiar. You can change habits for a short time, but if your self-image doesn't change, those habits don't last. That's why progress often feels temporary. Real change happens when your identity shifts, when you stop seeing yourself as the old version and start acting like the person you want to become. 5. You rely too much on motivation. Motivation feels powerful in the moment. It gives you energy, focus, and excitement. But it doesn't stay. It comes and goes without warning. And when it disappears, most people stop. They think something is wrong, but nothing is wrong. This is how motivation works. The real mistake is depending on it. When your progress relies on how you feel, it becomes inconsistent. Some days you move forward, other days you stop completely. Real growth is not built on motivation, it is built on consistency. Showing up even when you don't feel like it is what separates progress from stagnation. 4. Your environment keeps you stuck. Your surroundings shape your behavior more than you realize. The people around you, the habits you see daily, and the content you consume all influence how you think and act. If your environment is filled with distraction, low effort, and comfort, it slowly becomes your normal. Even if you want to improve, your surroundings pull you back to what feels familiar. You don't notice it happening, but it's always there in the background. That's why changing your environment can be more powerful than trying to force discipline. When your surroundings support growth, your behavior starts to change naturally. 3. You avoid discomfort. Discomfort is part of growth. Trying something new, improving your habits, or stepping into a better version of yourself always feels uncomfortable at first. But most people avoid that feeling. They choose what is easy, familiar, and safe. In the short term, this feels good. There is no stress, no pressure, no struggle. But in the long term, it keeps everything the same. Avoiding discomfort means avoiding growth. And when growth is avoided long enough, potential stays unused. 2. You don't stay consistent. Starting something new is always the easy part. It feels exciting, fresh, and full of possibility. In the beginning, motivation is high and everything seems simple. But that phase never lasts. After a few days or weeks, the excitement fades and the process becomes repetitive. That's where most people fall off. The same actions start to feel boring, progress feels slow, and the effort no longer feels rewarding, so they stop. Then after some time, they feel motivated again, start over, and repeat the cycle. This constant stopping and restarting destroys momentum, and without momentum, nothing has time to grow. The truth is, consistency is not about being perfect every day. It's about showing up again and again, even when it feels boring, even when it feels difficult, and even when you don't feel like it. Because real results don't come from intense effort once, they come from steady effort repeated over time. Without consistency, even the best plans and ideas stay incomplete. 1. You keep delaying your future. The biggest reason potential gets wasted is not because people fail, it's because they delay. They keep telling themselves, I'll start later. And in the moment, that feels comfortable. It removes pressure and gives a false sense of control. But later is a moving target. It never arrives the way you expect it to. It slowly turns into next week, then next month, then next year. And while you are waiting, time keeps moving forward without pause. Opportunities don't stay open forever. Growth doesn't happen automatically. Life continues whether you take action or not. And this is how potential quietly disappears. Not in one big mistake, but in small delays repeated over time. One decision to wait doesn't seem like much, but when that decision becomes a habit, it changes everything. By the time people realize what's happening, a lot of time is already gone, and the cost of waiting becomes clear. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.